Question for you. Who's choosing your life? Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, July 17th. This is episode 61 of Fearless Fridays. And as always, I say happy Friday to you and I welcome you to the show. If it's your first time, welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you are a return watcher, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. So this is the question that I have for you guys this week, something that I've been thinking about and something I want to challenge you all with. And that question is, who is choosing your life? And another way you can look at that, or another question you can ask is, are you living by default? Who's choosing your life? Are you living by default? So listen, 2020 has been a year of just shaking everybody awake. We have all been shaken awake. We have all been thrown into this situation outside of our control. Situations and circumstances outside of our control have put us in this place where we have all been forced to wake up and look around and see what's what and analyze what's going on and ask ourselves and other people, how do we get here? Did we choose this? Did I choose this? Did you choose this? Who made the choice? How do we get here? What's going on? What's happening? And how do we want to change? And do we want to change? And how do we want to help? And do we want to help? And all of these things, all of these circumstances that we're in, all of these situations that we found ourselves in, and all these questions that we may be asking ourselves kind of bring me to one major question. And that major question is, who's choosing your life? Well, two questions. Who's choosing your life? And are you living by default? The thing about choices is we get to choose, right? You have choices. You have options that are given to you. And you can say, I either want to do this or I want to do that, or I want to move in this direction or I want to move in that direction. And you get to decide for yourself what you want to do with the options that are presented to you. You may decide that none of the options work for you and you want to make up your own option and do that. And that's great. And those options lead us in certain directions. But a lot of times we have options put in front of us, and because we either don't like the options or we're afraid to choose or we're afraid of the outcome, we don't choose. And the thing about not choosing, the thing about actively choosing to not choose is that you're still making a choice, right? You are given a bunch of options, or you're given the opportunity to make your own option, and you don't choose any of them, and you say, I'm afraid, I don't know what's going to happen, I don't want to choose, I don't want to move, I don't want to leap, I don't want to jump, I don't want to walk, I don't want to run, I don't want to go. And that is still a choice. To be stagnant and to sit still and to choose to do nothing is still a choice. And the thing about that choice is you have no control over where you end up. At least when you make an active choice, you are saying, I want to go in that direction. The thing that I think I want, the vision that I have, the purpose that I believe is on my life is over there, so I'm going to move in that direction. But if you don't actively make a choice, you're basically saying, whatever happens, happens. I don't care about the outcome. I don't care about the destination. And a lot of times it's not even true. We do care about the outcome. We do care about the destination. We're just afraid to make a choice. We're afraid that the choice we're going to make won't actually get us there. We're afraid of what's going to happen on the other side of that choice. Or we're afraid to leave our comfort zone behind to step out into the uncomfortable, and to make a choice. But it's all a choice. Whether you actively choose to go in a certain direction or you actively choose to do nothing, you're still making a choice. And this is kind of the analogy that I think of. Imagine yourself in a boat, right? And you are away from the shoreline and you see the shoreline and the shoreline is over there and you know you want to get to the shore, but the current of the water and the force of the wind is pushing you in the opposite direction. So you know the land is over there, you know the coastline is over there, you know you want to go there, you want to make it to the shore. And you know in order to make it to the shore, you have to go in that direction. But the current and the wind is pulling you in another direction. So what do? If you sit in the boat, if you don't turn on the motor, if you don't pull up the sail, if you don't pick up the oars and start moving yourself in the direction that you want to go in, then you are at the mercy of the winds. You're at the mercy of the waves and the current, and you will end up wherever you're going to end up. You'll end up wherever you end up. But it's highly likely that you won't end up where you want to end up, which is over there at the shore. In order to get to the shore, you have to recognize that it's there, recognize that's where I want to go, and then you have to figure out, what do I need to do to get there? And then you have to choose to do the work to get there. Even though you know it might be hard, even though you know you might eventually need a rest, even though you know it might take everything out of you, you still have to choose to do the work to get you to the shore. If you choose not to do the work to get you to the shore, then you are allowing the wind and the waves to carry you wherever those winds and wherever those waves choose to carry you. And that's likely not to your desired destination. And so this is the thing about making a choice is, yeah, it's going to be scary, especially if you need to shift and go in a different direction. Yeah, it's going to be hard. There might be some blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah. You might need to take a rest. Yeah. It might take longer than you think. Yeah. It might be harder than you think. Yeah. You might have to try 50 times. Yeah. But you still have to make the choice to get there because that's where you want to be. And if you decide not to choose, you're just going to end up wherever you end up. And that answers the question, are you living by default? Because when you decide not to make a choice, you're deciding to live by default. You're deciding to go with the flow and just whatever happens, let it happen. And then 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, you're like, this is not the life that I wanted. This is not the life that I envisioned for myself. Who chose this life? Did I choose this? Yeah, you chose it by not making a choice. So that's my question. Who's choosing your life? Who chose your life? Did you choose your life? Did you choose to do the work? Did you choose to move in the direction that you want to go in? Did you choose to face the fear? Did you choose to face the challenge? Did you choose to do the hard thing, the scary thing, and move in the direction of the life that you desire or the life that you believe you're meant to have? Did you choose your life? Or did you choose to do nothing? Did you choose to let fear win? Did you choose to let the wind rule you? Did you choose to let the waves carry you? Did you choose to do nothing and just go with the flow? Are you happy with the choice? Are you happy with what you chose? And if you look at your life and you say, this is not where I envisioned myself. This is not where I'm meant to be. This is not what I wanted. This is not the life that I'm passionate about. This is not the life that brings me joy. This is not the life that has me in purpose. This is not the life that allows me to help people. If those are your realizations, then now you have the choice to make a different choice. And it's never too late. I know people think, oh, well, I'm too old. It's too late for me to go back to school. It's too late for me to start the business. It's too late for me to do this, that, and the other thing. But you still have a choice. What are you going to do? Are you going to decide to shift? Are you going to decide to turn and move in the direction of the life that you want? Or are you going to continue to choose to just let it be? Default. Who's choosing your life? Are you living by default? So those are my questions today for you. Choose to leap. Choose to try. Choose to live in spite of fear. Choose to face fear and move forward anyway. Choose to do the hard thing. If doing the hard thing helps you move in the direction that you want to move in, then you have to do the hard thing. Otherwise, you're just floating along. And why do you want that? If you have passion, if you have vision, if you have purpose, if you have goals, if you have dreams, if you have desires, you got to do the work, even when it's hard, even when it seems impossible, even when it's scary. You got to do the work to get you to there, to get you to the shore. You got to do the work to get you to where you want to be. Otherwise, you're choosing default. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. I hope that helped you, blessed you, encouraged you, lit a fire up under you. All those things are good things. As always, fear is stupid. Get out in the world. Live, love, go, do, be. And choose for yourself. Choose the life that you want. Do the work. Do the hard work. Do the scary work. But choose it. Choose what you want. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.